Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be a match between SOS and TY here on Zen the Ladder Edition. Bottom left-hand corner, it is the blue Protoss player SOS under his barcode name. And in the top right, it is the red Terran player TY. Now this is from Katowice 2020. I really wish I could cast the stay-at-home Story Cup replays, but I cannot because Blizzard broke the ability to do so. They just broke the ability to cast replays for a specific patch, and that is where the Home Story Cup replays are. Like current replays that were played like 3 days after Home Story Cup are available to replay, but yeah, those replays are not. So this is Katowice. It's going to be SOS and TY, two very excellent players here in a PvT. I am not disappointed to be casting this. And hit that like button if you're excited to see who comes out on top here. TY, man, he is an excellent Terran player. He is elite. SOS is elite. He's been elite for a very, very long time. And we'll see what TY does to deal with the Protoss menace. Okay, so 6 months ago, I was hearing Protoss players, well, Terran players here complaining that Protoss is overpowered in PvT, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then 6 months later, without, you know, very noticeable balance patches at all that affects this matchup, all of a sudden, Terran is being complained about as being overpowered. Man, the meta shifts, you guys. It really does. Check this out. SOS did not see the proxy barracks inside TY's own front yard. So is he freaking out? He's like, what? There's a proxy somewhere. There's a factory coming up here, so definitely there's a barrack somewheres. Is he scouting around? No, he's just doing regular stuff, man. He's one gate expanding. Everything's cool. Who makes a Reaper? God, I didn't even have my Reaper name ready to go. I had an Oracle name ready to go, because who makes Reapers in this matchup? You'll notice this Reaper is not actually moving out trying to do anything. Do we use a Reaper name here? What do we think? He's not going anywhere. You know what? We're going to use this one. This Reaper's name is IDK. Who is this Reaper, and what is he doing here? IDK. There it is. So IDK, the Reaper, pretty much stayed at home, killed the probe, scouted for proxies from the Protoss, and now is moving out. But, like, here's the problem. In traditional timings for the Reaper, you're going to show up, and there's going to be an Adept. Oh, he's got 2 Reapers, though. Hold on a second. That changes everything. No, it doesn't. Still 1 Reaper. There's going to be an Adept out or a Stalker out, and then the Reaper can't get anything done, and that's kind of the same thing here. He's moving out with a Zealot and a Stalker. He's like, you're going to open Reaper. I'm going to do this. I'm just going to march my face right across the map here with a Stalker and a Zealot, and it's going to take you forever to kill either of these units, and your natural base is going to be delayed. God, that's insanity. Look at this. Look how crazy this is. He's like, I'm just going to delay it a little bit and then head home. Don't mind me. It's kind of like Max Packs, except there's an expansion and there's not a proxy at all. So that was very strange. But the Hellion kind of changes the tide here. The Hellion's really good against the Zealot and decent against the Stalker, but not really. But if you have like multiple units that are all not great against Stalkers, but they outnumber the Stalker 5-1, the Stalker's in trouble. Counter. You know, the concept of a counter in StarCraft only really counts if you have fairly equal numbers, or maybe a little bit favoring the disadvantaged unit in numbers. Anywho, Reapers hopping on up, trying to see what's going on, and the answer is a sentry, and the answer is a robotics facility with a warp prism. And goodbye, IDK the Reaper, you are dead. Wait, hold on. Oh, he juked back around to die. Okay, see ya. See ya. Bye, Felicia. Alright. Just regular old Warp Prism Stalker stuff, huh? I was going to say Blink Stalker because that's so natural to put the word Blink in front of the word Stalker, but nope. Not this time. Interesting. Widowmine's burrowing in, trying to make sure they can deal with the Oracle if it shows up. It's not. We are now getting a Twilight Council, but like, look at this Viking too. Free shots. I said free shots. There it is. Ow. Ow. He has to unload the Stalkers to try to save it. But look at this dead airspace the Viking can get into. This delays everything that SOS is trying to do here. TY, so sneaky. I love it. I love the Viking play here. I do. And look, he's just going home. Maybe he's going home. The Vikings chasing you. Free hits again. Stalker getting hits, though, too. Oh, he does take down the Viking. Look at that micro. SOS. Super, super good at this game. Submarines out. Tank out. Third CC on the way from TY. Third Nexus. There we go. Getting planted from SOS. Observer scouting around trying to see if there's anything scary in here the Warp Prism would need to worry about. And the answer is we need to worry about these Marines and these Widowmine and these tank. Ooh, 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 ooh. Why? Oh, Widowmine down. Nice, 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 nice. Nothing died there from SOS either. Charge is getting on the way here from SOS. And the third Nexus is warping in. So TY without a Widowmine, not as happy about the situation here, I don't think. Small little push here regardless. And they're going to try to set their tanks up in range of that Nexus and take it down. Free Zealot, though. Hey, Free Zealot. I don't know why you were there. Observer gets sniped. That's a big deal. Now suddenly we're a little bit blind. A little bit blind to the Terran. Oh, the Warp Prism! Oh, Shield Battery saves it. 14 HP. But a whole bunch of shields now, thanks to Shield Battery friend. Yeah, this is pretty tight. This is pretty tight right now. Landed Viking. Up like two-shotting some of these probes. That's pretty cool stuff. 3, 4, 5 probes down. Not bad. I will accept that from your Viking pilot. Additional factories on the way. Are we meching it? TY. I saw him go mech against Sue last week, and now we're seeing him go mech. Against SOS. Very interesting. Robotics Bay coming up at the third base, which I feel like is a little bit vulnerable, honestly. I don't know what that tank was trying to do, but that tank is dead. Like, everyone else was at home. Bad rally? Like, harassing tank, maybe? Is that a thing that happens? I don't think it is. Warp Prism dropping into the main with Zealots, but Warp Prism does... Oh, hold on! 2 HP on the Warp Prism. Zealots doing some work here. Oh, they got a tank out of the mix. It's not too bad. Plus, more Zealots coming into the natural base causing problems. I can't believe that Warp Prism is alive. It should not be alive. Oh, Widowmine kills the Zealots, but takes down the Viking that was on the ground as well. That sucks. It's 39 to 17 army supply, though. TY has a massive advantage. However, workers is 52 to 37 for SOS. So there's a small window here where TY needs to get some stuff done. Or he's just going to get overwhelmed economically, because this third base is fully saturated, and that is not the case for TY's third. He's got some mules he can call down here, but SCV-wise, he is not healthy enough to fully saturate 3 bases. That is bad. That is so bad for him. Did we actually get Blink? We never got Blink. SOS is like, I could beat TY without Blink. Watch. Meanwhile, is that Banshee Cloak? Sure. TY's getting Banshee Cloak at 8.5 minutes. Why not? ¿Por qué no? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, position for SOS not super great. Not when there are tanks shooting your face every time you try to go up those stairs. Yeah, this really feels like SOS is just in control of this game. He's harassing. He's putting the pressure on. He's got a better economy. The army supply is now catching up for SOS, where he was down a bit, but he's starting to get there. Just running into this little small situation. I don't think he's trying to win here, but he is going to kill 3 or 4 tanks and maybe a couple SCVs. The Cyclones are a problem. Look at the Zealots in the mineral line. Wah-bah, wah-bah. They have charge. Rah-rah, rah-rah. Where's Zippy? Look, the main base. There's more Zealots up here, too. TY is just getting picked apart in this game. He is everywhere right now. I mean, despite the fact it's 36 to 8 army supply, there's 8 army supply for the Protoss. You would think he would not be in a good spot, but he has the better economy. He's got a 4th base warping in right now. He has the ability to replace his army as needs be. That said, 45 to 6 is pretty scary, man. If TY goes across the map and starts trying to do stuff, he will accomplish some things. Because there's nothing at home. Okay, just kidding. There are 3 zealots, 4 zealots, and a sentry at home. That doesn't count for much, I'm afraid. When all is accounted for. Finally getting blink. Finally working on warp prism speed here. Where's that observer speed? Observers look pretty zippy. I'm going to go with they already have the upgrade. Missile turret. Pa, 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 pa. Warp prism is not getting anywhere. So a couple DTs wander in, get scanned, and immediately massacred. They try to recall out. One of them makes it out of there. That's not too bad, I guess. Army supply 58 to 29. Hyperflight rotors from TY. What is this match? Hyperflight in a TVP. It's been a while since I've seen that, I believe. Magfield Accelerator coming up from TY. Boom. And yeah, look at this. 68 to 38 army supply. Just continuing to increase that worker count here. It's fully saturating his 4th base already. 4th base, there is no 4th for TY at this stage. Production tab says he's making a command center, but it's not done yet, nor is it on location. God, I just can't get past the Hyperflight rotor upgrade. There are so many things that can kill Banshees from Protoss is the problem. I guess there aren't any Phoenix, though, because he didn't open Stargate. He doesn't have any Stargates. He's completely going ground at this stage. It's going to be a Stalker, Zealot, Sentry composition here. It's very gateway heavy. But he's just going to expand top left. So he's just, I'm ahead. I'm going to get more ahead. I'm going to keep working on my upgrades. But TY's kind of been given the chance to breathe here. The harassment hasn't really been here for some time. This Viking is waiting for a Warp Prism to come back so it can massacre it. I think that was a Cyclone that was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Rest in peace, Cyclone. Zealot trying to see, is there a 4th base down this way? And by golly, there is. Information acquired. Observer picked out of the sky there. There's a DT blocking an attempted expansion up the top side for TY, so that's not going to happen either. And the Hyperflight Rotor Banshees are on a mission. I don't know what else to tell you here, other than here we go. They got fire coming out of their backs. That's how you know they have the upgrade. There's an engagement in the middle of the map here, which is going pretty well for the Protoss. Hard to come through there if you're Terran. And then the Banshees are just like, you have a cannon? Great. We're going to murder it real fast. But the warp in time on those Stalkers was sick. And this is why you have a cannon. It keeps your probes alive long enough to run them out of there, I guess. Yeah, still trying to do stuff harassment-wise. Not happening very well for SOS. The Banshees are so fast. Are they faster than the Observer with speed? They might be the exact same move speed, which means you can't catch them. They can't. Oh, gosh. Okay, Doc. I don't know if that investment was worth it at all. But I'm telling you, there are so many things that can kill Hyperflight Rotor Banshees. Just Banshees in general. They're kind of better against Zerg, but still not super great. Disruptors in production from SOS now. TY finally taking his 4th at the moment, but the 5th is up and running for SOS. He's got 72 workers. He's got disruptors. Widowmine's getting picked out for free here. TY, this is happening. Just warping in Zealots and Stalkers on top of your base, everybody. Don't mind us. Banshee is trying to go after an assimilator, which is exciting, I guess. But the 4th base, it has to be lifted off and run here. Widowmine's getting picked out of the ground. Yeah, at this stage, it's just SOS's game, man. He's killing SCVs. Trying to focus down that command center, but it can lift and run. If that was a hatchery, it would be dead. And yeah, he just has to deny this 4th base for some time while keeping his 4th and his 5th base running, and he's in a decent spot. Making 2 more warp prisms to replace the ones that have died so far in this game. And TY has never really been able to mount a serious attack today. He kind of had one, but like I don't think it got much closer than like here before it died. And the rest of it has just been on the back foot the whole time. Harassing the 4th base. I got some Hellions trying to do stuff at this top left-hand 5th base, but no, there's a cannon and some stalkers here to shut that down. SOS, man, he just has map vision. His awareness is super great in this match. It's disgustingly good. Yeah, man, TY is straight up meching. I mean, there's no question about it. He's going for 2-2. I mean, obviously, his tank count is super high. I just don't think it's going to work is the problem here. I haven't seen... Man, TY is kind of a mech god right now, isn't he? Just going... Again, this ramp where you know tanks are. SOS, trying to make it work. Damage is damage. Killing a barracks is nice because it means you need to build another barracks before you can build any more factories if you're into that kind of a thing. And a fusion core coming in. Ah, just blinking up into the main. The ton of Blink Stalkers. The tanks can't get here in time, really. Not enough of them. The Banshees are fighting. There's more Banshees? Why are you... I guess he invested in the Hyperflight Rotor. That's why you have more Banshees. Suddenly, the Protoss has set up shop inside your house. He's killing your factories. He's killing your dudes. The Banshees are like, we got this. Don't worry. But in a defensive capability, the Banshees kind of really suck. They're for harassment and hit and run. Stalkers making sure that TY's 5th command center doesn't happen. I mean, TY is fighting this off, but he's losing stuff is the problem. He's losing SCVs, he's losing supply depots and tech structures and production facilities. And these Blink Stalkers are getting so much worth. That's a dead tank there. The Warp Prism just picks everybody up and gets them heck out of there. The Banshees are following, but what are they going to do about it? Oh, the juke back would be so good. He's going to try to recall them out. He's bunching them up like he is. Recall's available. Another base from SOS. SOS is just putting on a clinic. A clinic here today. What am I? Does take down a Warp Prism. Viking takes down... Hang on. Almost got it. Never mind. It's got 14 HP and it's alive. SOS pushing up the front, which does get scanned. TY caught a glimpse of that. And again, just making sure he's just slowing down the expansion attempts of TY like a boss. This 4th base was delayed for some time. The 5th base is not even happening. It's gone. That's a canceled command center. And I'm guessing these guys got recalled out, but I did not see it happen. The crazy thing is, TY is not even down. He's not down in army supply. He's not down in workers all that much. Like, it's... TY is hanging on. I keep feeling as though... SOS is going to win this game, but like, I don't know. This still could be TY's game. Observer just happens to scout on over when these Banshees are coming through. Oh, there's an Oracle for Revelation. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Throw down a Revelation on those Banshees. You don't have to worry about Observers being close by anymore. That's good stuff. Another attempted expansion here for TY down this left side. Hellions, blue flaming it. Against them Zealots. That's why they're there. This is turning into a pretty nutso game. I'm liking it a lot. Oh, Immortals are out. First time we've seen Immortals today. They are pretty good. Free tank there. Nova down. Command center taking shots. Tank fire saying no. Stay off our lawn. Not 3 Warp Prisms. That is 3 Warp Prisms heading up north. Ooh. Phoenix in production. Remember how? Remember how there is a Stargate? I remember how there was a Stargate. And finding an angle. There's a battle. There's one battle cruiser here. The Immortals are fighting. There's a huge warp in. No, they canceled the warp in. TY is holding here. He's holding at his 4th base down right. He's got a 5th CC that he's going to try to land somewhere. And that Warpism gets picked off. Dang, TY. Based on the number of bases here, I feel like SOS should be winning this game, but somehow TY is not in a terrible place at all. He's at 135 to 98 army supply. Okay, just a huge warping of Zealots somewheres here. Great, huge warping of Zealots. And SOS setting up. He really wants to kill that base. Remember how he's been trying in the business of base denial this whole game. Nice revelation. Catches the Widow Mines here. Catches the Banshees. And boom! Little Widow Mine corpses in there. Here we go. He's marching in, taking the anti-armor missile hits here. Disruptors moving into the battle. Stalkers fighting against the battle cruisers as well as they can. The planetary fortress is going to leave. Zealots and DTs getting on top of the tanks. The tank count is still insanely good, though. The planetary fortress survives, and SOS has to get out of there. What? What is going on? Okay, this is a really, really great game. Still just sharking around here is SOS. He hasn't been able to put the killing blow down, which is kind of what's important in StarCraft here, right? You can slow people down, but the longer the game goes on, the more of a chance they have to win. Especially if it's TY. Woo! The tank fire is awesome. This reminds me so much of Brood War PvT, man. Tanks are so important in Brood War. They just shut down the Dragoons. You gotta have the Zealots in the mix, which is why you have the Hellions. I mean, StarCraft 2 and Brood War are not as different as a lot of people would like to believe. Just saying. That said, you will never see battle cruisers in PvT in Brood War because they're not viable at all. Man, big old Stalker Zealot play. They're just jumping on the planetary fortress. The repair is good. But is the repair... Dude, the repair is enough. There's no splash damage. Engagement on the right side just getting wrecked by battle cruisers and tanks and Hellions. Dude, is TY going to win this game? The planetary down? No, it does end up exploding. What is going on? More disruptors in production. TY loses that base. Okay, man. I mean, he's effectively on one base right now. He is getting strangled to death right now, economically. I mean, at this point, the Stalkers are going to trade exceptionally well versus the battle cruisers. This is why the Stalkers exist. Also, they're mobile and they pretty much do well against anything, so that's also why they exist. Dude, this base, though, that's why you have a sensor tower. You can't get snuck up on. You can't get snuck up by anyone. That said, the battle cruisers are over here, and the army's over here. Is this base going to live? Based on this... Oh, the Archons, though. They'll deal with your battle cruiser problem real good. Bruh. They hit hard, man. But in a 1-to-1 scenario, not as great. Planetary down. This is the source of income for TY. And that planetary's dead. He did float an orbital down to his 5th base. The battle cruisers are on a rampage right now. Killing probes, taking down pylons all over the place. Recalling out to try to deal with these guys. Blinking on top. Bam! 2 battle cruisers down in just that many volleys. An attack from the south. Wait, what are these guys doing? SCVs are trying to long distance mine? Cool, I guess. That's not a good sign for TY here at all. That said, Gauss is getting an epic tag. I don't even care what happens at this point. These guys. TY has been on the back foot the entire game. He's starting to push. He's killing a base for the first time today. Let's give it to TY. Give him a hand, everybody. And that's all you need sometimes, is to be killing a base for the first time today. Stalker, Archon, some disruptors here, some free tanks in this location. Tank count still pretty intimidating, though not what it used to be. I mean, how about 23 tanks have died today? It's a goodly number of tanks. Trying to see if you rebuilt your bases over on this side. You have not. That base isn't even really worth killing except as an orbital command. Look at this. The battle cruisers are just like, we're just going to see what we can kill. That orbital going down is a problem because it's fewer mules available. He's expanded up to the top side. TY is La Cucaracha. He is refusing to die today. For that, he has my utmost respect, and he could win this game. He absolutely can win this game. He can go and kill this space that SOS is. Look at how fast that dies. Did he get upgrades for these things? He's got, I got +2 air attack. All right, fair enough, dude. SOS is like, screw this. We're going. We're going to come from Zealous from the top side, Stalker Archon from the bottom side. The battle cruisers jump home and save the day, though. How are battle cruisers winning this? What is real anymore? Eight High Templar in production. Those have to be Archons. Sensor towers sniped. I just feel like SOS, he doesn't have the army supply right now, but he has the mobility necessary to just pick TY apart right now. Killing supply depots. Killing SCVs. There's 31 SCVs for TY. He's on 2 mining bases right now, very close to each other. So SOS is really only on this one, and this one's getting replanted. Dude, this is insane. I can't believe I missed this game. It was Katowice group stages, though. There were a lot of games in there, but man, some of them, like this one, were incredible. Fighting, standing, Yamato. Did he just... No, he did not blink dodge Yamato. I think he just blink dodged Yamato. What? That's nuts. SOS, you're crazy. And that's a good game. TY is your winner. The auto turrets came down and are wiping out his newest source of income. The battle cruiser can't be handled. And TY wins in 26 minutes. What? What? Dude, TY just mech battle cruisered against SOS and won. That's stupid. 106 of his SCVs died. He had 36 remaining at the end of the game. He had, and lest you say he had 1 million immortals, orbitals, he had 2 immortals. Dos immortals at the end of the game. 53,000 resources lost for SOS. 39,000 lost for TY. That was it. It was just a question of bases, man. It was a question of he has this space mining and this space mining, and SOS has this one mining, but that's it, and this one is not happening. I don't even... 2 Nexuses killed, 2 planetaries down, an orbital command got killed, bases were denied and harassed the entire game. TY just completely outclassed SOS in this game. I was not expecting this result. I was not expecting mech, and I was not expecting TY to make this thing happen. The battle cruisers. How did... These battle cruisers both have 40... Wait. How do they all have 47... That's a bug. It must be a bug. All right, so 9 kills, 4 kills, 2 kills, 2 kills, 8 kills, 9 kills. Somehow the tank count never slowed down. I mean, despite the fact that there were stalkers in here killing your stuff. I guess only 1 factory died. How many factories does he have? 4 factories. He's done this on 4 factories. And 3 starports. Epic tag. Epic tag all the way. That was so good. That's all I have to say. I think that's it from me. TY making us believe. All right, so that's gonna be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2: Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you like what you saw and what you heard today, you can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.